Why is it so damn foggy in here?
Watch out, object on road ahead.
Watch out, object on road. We are in Hillsville or somewhere around there, Virginia. Right on a river. What's the name of it? River?
Dan.
The Dan River. Dan River, same fucking thing. Day one. Looks like, yep. All right, on this one we are at 2 foot on center. We have a porch here. Need out of your way. Thank you. We have a porch right here that will be tying into this roof. They always have trouble leaking up against the house. The wind blows, it just blows right up underneath it. Same thing over here. We're going to take that metal off because it's leaks. They can't stop it from leaking up against the house. We're going to tie that into the house. We're going to take these off, replace them with new ones. I can't see this. Oh, I got sunglasses on, no wonder. Alright. Starting right off like we always do, we're going to go down through here, making sure we find all of our rafters. Find the center of every one of them. Pop lines, and then we'll come down here and give a 6-inch overhang, and we'll pop a 4-foot line all the way down across. That'll be for our first sheet of plywood. This one here, we don't have to do any strapping, fortunately. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is we're getting that first sheet down. Getting that first sheet down on all the lines we popped. We've removed the metal roofing on the porch because it leaked and it just drove them insane. They were tired of it, so we are going to put this rubber roof on here, plywood this thing in. So this thing gets plywooded, and I'll show you how I do the transition on this as I do it. What are we using? 1 5/8 screws? Deck screws? Now he's putting the line of screws he's doing right there go into the 2x2 that runs all the way down through there. So you see that we have a 5.5-inch overhang. So that pencil mark that we made down through there is at like 6.5, which gives us a line that shows us the 2x2 that's running down there, or 3x 1x3, whatever it is. And we can screw that whole bottom edge in nice, and that makes that bottom solid. We don't go every 2 feet, we go every 8 to 10 inches. One sheet coming up. Right, we're getting it done. Putting in a little bit, blocking. Looking good. Look at there. Well, that's pretty. Big difference walking on this right here. When you step onto this plywood, boy, is that nice. That is so nice. That is what you're going to attach your metal to, all the way around. Here we go. So yesterday before we left, we got the rubber on the roof. Not glued down, we just got it laid up there and clamped off for the night. And that's usually what we do on day one. We now have our 2x4s on the ends. And if you notice, this mobile home has an overhang already, so we don't put 6 inches here. We let it hang by 1.5 inches, 2 inches the most. It's actually going to be good right there, Billy. I think I'd leave it right where it is. They'll find them. Alright. So, at this point, you can see where we have a vent pipe cut out here, and I will show you how to handle them. All the metal fascia board is on. The rubber is all up on the roof because we had to have it up here last night. This is the porch we're getting ready to deal with. Awesome. Let's get everything folded back out. Rock and roll. We got rain moving in. Big clouds. Big clouds. We're in Virginia. You have to put plenty on, because you do not, this stuff has to tack to the other piece. So in order for it to do that, you got to have it thick, not thin, thick. All the way, and walk it right over to the edge. Set it down. There you go. Don't worry about that, Billy. It's going to lay down. Okay, buddy. Alright, guys. Let's get that glue off there. Fold it back. That's what to do. Fold it back the other way now. Awesome. Do the wall. Go ahead and do this wall. Clouds go away. Trying to move in on us. All right, good and thick. Rock and roll. Thick. Don't get too thin, Billy. Make sure it's thick. It's the most important thing. No thin glue. Uh-oh, wind's blowing. Wind's picking up. And pull. Uh-oh. There you go, guys.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Each of you pulling down. He's pulling down, and back. So you don't get a roll at the top. And then you got a guy coming back with a broom, sweeping. Although it's wet underneath there and we're on a pitch, so we got to watch out our feet don't make marks too. It's alright, Billy can pull his side a little bit. If everybody picks a spot, like he picks a spot over here, picks a spot over here, and they keep their lines the same so that they can pull it back evenly. Porch. Up the wall, right here, and up onto the roof. Down, turn bar. No more porch leak. Same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Alright, we're putting the last big piece on. We have a porch finished. Ran it right up. This termination bar will come all the way across. This little bit of rubber right here will get cut off the bottom. Other rubber's already there. That's how you finish off one of them. So this is what you got. These are the new vents. Cut your hole, bottom of your top of your rubber right where the hole was. Turn the vent upside down, set it right in the hole. Caulking. This is called black lap sealant. This is what you're going to have to use. This is what you're going to have to use on EPDM, as it says right here, Shore Seal Black Lap Sealant. So you're going to put this all around where the holes are, stick it back into the roof, screw them all down, put some caulk around the outside edge. And then I'll put a bead of caulking around that outside edge. I'm finished. Just like that. Broom, get the broom, get the stuff. It's alright. You'll get it. You always want to run your primer. And that's what you see that's real shiny there now. And then you let your primer dry so that you can touch it with your fingers. Yeah, the wind's trying to get us today. Wind is whipping our butt. What happened? What you gotta do? You never want water to be able to penetrate anywhere, because once it starts, it'll eventually go through. I don't care how wide your seam is. You always want to try to avoid that right there, if you can. Now, so it's stretching. This evening, it'll shrink when it gets cooler. Pull most of them bubbles out, believe it or not, it does. And I'm getting ready to go up there and roll them out right now. Transition is finished. We have this porch rubber that goes up and over, about 6 inches up, right here, as you can see that line, pretty much. And then our house rubber comes down and over, and we run a piece of termination bar right there. And the last thing you do, and you don't see it on all my videos because it's the last thing we do, is right here at the top, this termination bar has a bead on it right here on this outside edge, and this is the way the termination bar has to run. There's a certain way. It don't just stick termination bar up there. This is the front edge. Caulking goes between, because after you have put all your screws in, you're still going to have a little gap back there. So keep water from running back there and getting to your wood or your screws. You have to caulk all the way around. That's the final step. To do that, you're going to use this right here. That goes across the top. Also, gets the same thing right here, all the way across your seam. Your last thing you're going to do is run a bead right there on the edge of your EPDM. Who did? Oh. Almost done. So close.